Good afternoon, everyone. Um, what time is it? 3 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
I
And
I like my co-host how we are never late. Even though good afternoon, viewers that just tuned in. One of our co-hosts is running late, but we'll start to discuss nonetheless. And the thing is, he is the expert in the field, but waiting on him, Leon. But people, today's topic is probably my favorite topic.
Yeah.
Just because it's what should I say? It's it's a field that I'm in, technology, right? I dabble with technology a lot, right? And I feel like this right now is where I'm going to get excited. I have with me Ryan. I will have Fabian, who also works in IT, right? And Ryan and I, we've been dabbling with IT from either we need Ryan, right?
Yeah, man, from far.
Yeah.
From far.
And Leon now also is the IT expert, but he's running late. But folks, we want to talk about something first before we get into anything.
Where we are coming from,
this, Yeah. Well, let's talk about where we're coming from first.
Yeah.
And
before we show them
ChatGPT.
Snaps it. Yeah, we show them exactly where we are coming from. We are coming from far still. We're reaching now, we are coming from pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm hoping that sharing my screen here will allow us to.
Do you have it showing all the way from floppy disk?
Hmm?
You have it from
yeah, man. We are
coming
from way back. Way back.
All right. Show the people.
But the thing is though, we some and I want to say this to the people who were born in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, well, early 90s, because some people can't really relate. Yeah, 70s and 80s can relate and can probably bridge the gap or connect between what we used to use then and what we're using now. All right, let me see if you guys can see. Can you guys see this on my screen?
You're presenting
my screen. Can you see my screen?
No,
listen, technology. You need
right, you're not utilizing the technology, man.
So,
you
first present button.
Yeah. All right, let me go again. I did actually click share screen. Sometimes this does this to me. All right, let me go back out and do it again.
Oh, right, this is what you're about, because look at technology I leave you know. It's what you're in about, right?
I'm born in the 80s, man. I'm an 80s boy.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Let me go here, so. All right, so.
Why not try to get that up? I want to say this. Persons who born in the 80s, I think all three of us born in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see that. A Sunday
brunch menu.
Can we see the screen?
Sunday brunch menu. Where's your Word document? The rock screen.
No, man.
Technology beat you.
Boy.
Right?
Hold on, man. That me I go put it up, man. Or yourself. I don't know what is going on my end.
But anyways, let me continue until you get it right.
Yeah.
What I want to say this to everybody, right? Guys, if you were born in the 80s and early 90s, you should be feeling privileged. And the reason why I said that is we have been through all the different eras, right? 80s, 90s will understand. 70s as well will understand from floppy this time. I don't know. All right, so let's see how it, Ryan. Yes. If you don't know any of those stuff, then you're missing out. I will want to go through each one. Ryan, let's start from the top left.
Cassette. Man. Remember the days when them something we have to go rent it. Yeah, you can't
get it to buy. We got Pee-wee go rent the cassette with Van Damme on it.
Or you have one that have this other I can't remember it, or the whiskey, I can't remember the name of that one, but if you rent them things,
movie store or something like that.
As I don't know who in here could have buy it, but we couldn't buy it. You
You can't
understand?
buy cassette.
Rent
You
it.
can't buy cassette.
And those who are on the show can probably say, you know what, them a time you used to have to rent and you have it for one day or one night.
One day,
You have
after
to
the
return
pay,
it.
you have late fee.
Yeah, if you don't return it the next day, you have to go pay a late fee. You understand?
Yeah.
Plus, now compared to what we have now, how much movies you can scroll through and whatever, Netflix. Only and if the movie start, God go with you, because guess what? You have to watch off, because you don't
watch
rent
it,
it
you
already.
pay your money already.
You pay your money already. You understand? So
right now, Ryan, they must stream. Me see them do? Them start one movie and say, I don't like that one, yeah.
Go on to
Let me go to the next one.
You do that. Everybody do that. Everybody do that now.
Brother, but then, Ryan, you have to watch the Van Damme movie. If you don't like the Van Damme movie, I saw it go.
So it go. Yeah,
you have to watch that. So you have 80s people, 70s people will grow up on that. See?
Yeah, man.
Then we have floppy disk.
No, let's talk about the cassette at the bottom there, man. What we used to rewind them thing, yeah? Anybody remember how we used to rewind them thing, yeah?
You
man, with pencil.
Pencil. And spin it.
And
Spin that. Rewind it. You understand? And then the time then, if you're bridging, have a track where you like, you remember you have to make sure so you have a record, a tape where you can record.
Yeah, you have two side.
And
So
you
one
press
put
record on the other one. And you have to
Well,
make sure so boy.
You have to rewind one together and you have to press them together with the hands. So you have to go so 1, 2.
I'm pressing
boom.
on same time. You have to make sure so boy that transfer over the end of it. You understand? And you have to make sure so the minutes them right, because you know why you have one 90-minute cassette and you have one 60-minute one. Because the 90-minute one run out they go have more time, and the 60-minute one they say, oh God, the music, me now go have all that music because this one longer than the other one.
Yeah.
You know?
Maxwell. Somebody in the comment can type.
Maxwell.
The brand of better than Maxwell, me know say you know about
Maxwell
technology.
Maxwell.
Before we touch upon what is happening now. Talk about Maxwell. Which brand bigger than Maxwell? Let me see if you know about cassette. Right. But I wonder if you know what, Ryan. I wonder if I can test you.
Maxwell. Maxwell. Me try to remember.
No, not Maxwell. No, start with T.
T. Hold on. T. Probably have seen it, you know.
We're younger than you.
Tech chat, something like that.
No.
Hold on.
No. Anybody in that chat? People on nobody?
T.
No, it's a brand called TDK. You know the brand there?
Oh, you remember TDK, man?
Okay.
Hey,
TDK.
you have to get at the time, you know, remember them there. I see them and say, oh yeah, you come back to your memory, you know. You have to drag your memory, you know.
Bad cassette that. We buy an album for $4.50 from El Paso.
Yeah.
So we buy Runga El Paso, we buy a Boys to Men or whatever album. And then we buy a blank cassette, drop it in, boom. Your lyrics have to come in at the cassette thing, you have to put out the lyrics thing and the lyrics thing in the cassette thing.
Yeah, man, you know what that thing there. Yeah. Hey, how far we are going from? So we could become if we get the lyrics from, you know, I look a paper, we have to depend upon to give you lyrics.
Exactly. There was no internet or Google.
No.
So you have to have one little sheet. You read every lyrics from.
Learn the words.
Run up this.
And then, I don't remember when they first come up with one book, I think they used to have one book where they used to give you some lyrics. You remember that book there? And everybody actually get a whole lot. You have to go buy. Yeah, man, I have lyrics book, man. I remember some of the time they used to have one lyrics book. I think I later down there.
Yeah, man, remember that, man.
Yeah, man,
you
lyrics
get the book and it had all the different songs, them I have all the lyrics in there.
Lyrics in it.
I don't know
I used to study the lyrics books, them and whatever.
Lyrics book,
And
man,
come on and sing it word for word, and people say, wow.
Yo, that was when we know song word for word, brother. That was when we know song word for word. What come after that? Oh, that dead. CD kill that.
CD
kill it.
So may have Encarta over here
Walkman.
as a reference to CD, because that come from the CD era where
Hold on,
everybody
I soon touch about Encarta. Hold on. Let's start with the CD player there.
Songbook.
It's a
Yes,
CD player there.
Songbook.
What do we
used to call it, Rory? CD player. You remember them? Where we used to call it?
Walkman.
No,
Walkman.
Walkman there. But no, Walkman and CD player two different thing.
No, sir.
No,
the same thing.
No, the
Walkman is a
play
CD
cassette.
player.
No,
No, see
man,
there. See there. You look on the something right there, so now.
See the C word right there upon the word. Walkman means you walk.
Walkman. That's the first CD
So
player.
where's the
And you have to
Walkman
walk
play
with
cassette
it,
there?
so.
So Walkman play cassette there. A Walkman play cassette. CD player play CD. The Walkman is a brand, man.
Guess what, bro? Remember, say you're a little bit younger than me. So you hear about Walkman, the first thing
Exactly, Granny. Walkman is the brand. But that the CD there.
Yeah.
But, hold on, Rory.
Cassette.
When CD did come out, everybody have CD player.
CD
Them used
player.
to say, yo, you have your Walkman. Nobody never says CD player.
Listen, man. Remember saying, nobody now really walk up and down with cassette player in their hands. In?
I find it on the internet.
This is a thing the next destined to slice, but when people start
No,
walking,
hold on.
Me say.
Walkman come from cassette player. Yes.
Walkman, see it here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, hold on.
Me find it. I'm going to share my screen.
Yes.
Can me find it? No,
Hold
don't
on,
tell me
man.
nothing.
It,
Don't
it's
tell me
not there,
anything.
Sir Rory. But when
it's
when
not
CD
there.
player
But
came
most
out,
people-
the brand
most
what
player-
everybody know about
No,
was the
no,
Walkman
Walkman.
brand.
no. Now
Alright,
share
me
my
not gonna run it
screen.
down. Me
People,
not gonna run it down.
look by the screen. See that
No.
me not ask you.
I know,
Me not
but
ask you.
there's a
Still
difference.
true Walkman, yeah. See Walkman there, brother. With the Kobe headset.
I know what exists we are talking about. Though we are talking about what.
No, we might tell us that this we usually roll with. See the Walkman there, the cassette player. Thank you, Grinny. See it there, and then after this, remember this we usually use, and press on the two
Oh,
sides.
Rory, at the
Flip on
same
next
thing,
side,
may
you know.
I say yes, Rory, yes,
No,
you
but
are
that's about
correct,
CD
Rory.
player. So that's about CD player.
But
no,
where I
CD
say
player.
when nobody never says CD player, people still did say Walkman.
No,
when
sir.
y'all have a CD player,
Say they say
Walkman them call it.
Walkman then call it. They don't say CD player. Most of the time they say Walkman.
But you are going, guys. Watch me. I go fast track to today's date. Look how quickly more fast track to today's date now. See him? Watch this.
No, yeah, fast track
No,
too
man.
fast. Make we
No,
talk
because
about.
I stop
Hold on,
watching
we talk about
GPT.
this.
No, you want,
Biscuit.
you want to go fast, but hold on, man. Hold on. So
Yo.
what me want to go to is the benefits of all of this and how technology has advanced. Want to think about the advancement of technology. How have you experienced these moments, the floppy disk when you used to have game and all, 10 floppy disks and after one
transfer
load you
it.
have to transfer it to the
Transfer.
next one. and then
Even
things
one,
like
Floppy
that.
disk
even
one,
if not song,
I-
if not
floppy
fast
disk
like game,
two.
but song.
Floppy disk 3.
Yeah.
You have
Floppy
to
disk
label floppy disk. You label floppy disk, you know. Number 1. Because when you retrieve it, you have to put it in order. Then say insert floppy disk number 2.
Up to
Yes.
Floppy disk number 3.
Right,
Three.
one
Yes.
done. You remember
Oh,
remember
yes.
the size
That's
of the
a one
floppy disk?
song.
Remember the size? Remember the size?
1.44 megabyte, man.
1.44. Remember,
Megabyte. Megabyte.
And that was a lot. That was a lot back
A
then.
lot of way, I say, man.
Yeah,
Tell you.
that was a lot by then. As Greeny say, all CD where used to come anti-shock. Yes, that was
Anti-shock,
the
ABS.
bossy with the anti-shock CD player. Have a player
And
and
look,
I'll say
and-
I go jogging
and
with it.
Go jog with it.
Yes.
You know what?
Leon,
When you
welcome,
attack
Leon.
that scratch, like it doesn't like
Yeah,
a
man.
scratch. Mm.
You reach. Good.
Even
Yeah.
with the advancement of technology, it's still a go and get trouble.
Yeah,
What you mean?
yeah.
Oh, we never go and perfect it, you know. But at the same time, we have to come a long way, you know. But we want to talk about the Encarta when,
Yes,
when we used
Natalie,
to,
big up
when
yourself, Natalie.
Encarta came out. When Encarta came out, people remember when we used to every time something happened, every time we get one little assignment, I forgot library.
So hold on.
I remember the
tell them about
first
Encarta.
time.
Tell them about Encarta. Tell them about Encarta, because many people
Remember-
watch. No, about Encarta.
Encarta was because remember the first time we got library. Now we said, man, we tired of the got library. I remember.
No,
when-
right. Hold on. What is Encarta?
Encarta is the like an
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. The
Encyclopedia
first
and CD.
encyclopedia and CD.
And CD.
First electronic.
Electronic encyclopedia.
An electronic one. And you go and remember the first time me type in, when me get me assignment and me type in and me see come up. And I say, oh my God, me not forgot on library. You understand? Come
Yeah,
have
man,
this
yeah.
right just so in my house. You know?
Yeah, man.
Man, Encarta was
Oh,
the next
Greeny
best
know
thing,
about
man.
it,
The best thing.
Greeny,
don't know
Encarta
about
has
Encarta.
5 CD. So when I install Encarta, you have to go for CD 1, CD 2, CD 3, CD 4, and CD 5. Because that's all the information you have. There was no internet at that time. So when we put on Encarta, when we get project from school and them say, tell us what is a dolphin, whatever Encarta come up with, that's all we
Perfect.
have.
That's what is it.
Right?
That is it.
You talk about that, it was expensive, you know. But once
Yeah.
one person have it, everybody
Everybody
have
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
Everybody have it. Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, before I had it in my house, you know, I have to go for my neighbor when I'm a friend because him have little bit more money than we. So we have to go for him house. You understand? Figure ensure so we get information and the homework done over there. And sometimes I late hours I leave over there, because guess what? You have to use
Yeah,
the
man.
CD them according to the whichever one it's on, you know?
Which was and put in CD 4 to access dolphin
And
information.
remember we still have the printer, the access to the printing, so we have to write here for the day now still, you know? You understand? Nobody have print so much.
99. But
Yeah.
that's all right. I'm going to tell you the first time I have internet. First time I got internet was 1999.
Yes, Kurt, that is a floppy disk. The top one is not a floppy disk. It's what do you call it?
Yeah,
The floppy disk man was a 5.5.
No, man.
Column. Second row, second column.
That's a tape something. I don't remember the name of it.
Which one?
Oh, the top one.
Zip
The,
drive.
the,
The top one. Yeah.
I
Top
think
zip
it's a,
drive.
I think it's a zip drive.
Tape
'Cause Zip drive
drive.
was the 100 megabyte one that came after floppy disk. So it's thicker.
No, before.
The 5.5, no, the 5.25,
Before,
the 5.25.
Before, man. Before.
Okay.
5.25. a floppy same way, man. A floppy too. I flop, kind of floppy. But the other one below is the harder version of it.
Okay. But what on man? You see the second
Yes,
row,
Marva.
the last
Play your
column,
cassette them.
the dial up there, that was 1999 for me.
Higher up, man.
Right? I remember I got a password and a username from a friend. Man, boss me. See? And when I go to bounce around and go and put it in, because my size remain there.
Looking nice.
Well, I just start going, I start dialing. All of that. You see, to get it to work, I remember we have to shift the computer, everything to get the telephone line reach back at the 56K modem.
Or and don't forget that nobody's can use the line at that time there. No.
Nobody can use the line. So
my mother was always
If somebody call you, cut off.
And my mother
Cut
would
off.
use the phone, and me say, oh, when we can use it.
Well, you can't use it right because check on the phone. Yes, my girl. Yes, my
child.
child.
When the year she say yes, my girl, you know, say boy, we can't.
You know, say we can't go on the internet.
No. You don't know, say boy, you have to go wait a few
hours. Wait, as you don't talk. And so by the time we go, I open the door. She said, what you want? And I look at her and I say, no, mommy. Lock back the door.
Yes. So, and when she pick up the phone, it's cut me off, you know, man. Cut me off.
Yeah, man.
And that's that.
So
that.
But see, them the time in 1998, me to go up on the internet the first. But them the time that the church was preaching heavily that the internet is the mark of the beast. And
how which church you went go?
No, man, they used to preach it, man.
Me here before, man. Me here before. You never preach our church, but me here about.
That's a general thing when them say it's going to be a bad thing. So with technology proliferating and getting more and more, every time a news
That is an LP.
you have a lot of persons where always are gonna say it is a bad thing. But me did start believe so too. But over time you realize it's a good technology and it helped change my life. I may assume it changed a lot of different people's life because look, we're in a different countries now and we can actually still communicate.
Yeah.
So but there's also a lot of
but that's the thing, Leon. That's the thing. Leon.
There is a bit bad to
we
it.
live through the changes of these things now. Right? So when internet came about, for me, and that was 99. I remember typing in Yahoo, by the way, people. So like when I type in the web page, I just see come up so. You know, I have to watch that web page load, you know.
I learned patience from that.
Patience. That teach you patience, bro.
Patience, you know, man. I'm wait until the one page come down. Yahoo was the real deal. Did you know, by the way, that Google had the idea for search, and Google went to Yahoo. So as I said, today, guys, it's very informative. As I said, we live through these technology stuff. So watch this guy. What heap of things you don't learn today. Google went to Yahoo and said, yo, I have the algorithm. I know what search should be like, because Yahoo was big and mighty. See?
Yep, that time there.
See? Yahoo, big and mighty. If you now use Yahoo, you use another search engine called Dogpile.
AOL.
Dogpile.
Right.
In my Dogpile, I have
Dogpile.
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Right.
Yeah.
But out of all of them, it was Yahoo the real deal.
Search engine.
Yeah.
Right.
But AOL was a bigger company, but
in terms of search, Yahoo was the
Yahoo was more than me. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And Google go to them, you know. The youth, right? Larry Page, Sergey Brin went to Google and said, we have it. Went to Yahoo and said, we have it. Yahoo run them. And said, yo, not idiot, man. You know we? See it? And the man say, all right, all is well, brother. The two man them go back in them garage and build the Google that you know now. Yahoo dead. Dead.
But
Same thing as a matter of fact.
Anybody here still have a Yahoo, still use Yahoo Mail? Anybody here still use it?
All the mommy.
We still have a Yahoo
the
Mail.
mommy,
We still have one. We still have one.
You use it?
I'm not really using
harding
it.
up on it.
Log in there sometime just to check if it's still there.
Yeah. And if it's still active. And if they close me out. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yahoo dead. Hey, I see him happen to Blockbuster too. Man then come and say, yo,
dead,
movie thing.
this
Yeah.
up. Blockbuster say, you know who we be?
Automatic.
We big and mighty. You see me? And never see streaming at the new
With this type of technology.
But remember, say Blockbuster dead from CD time. You know, CD when kill Blockbuster already. You know.
Oh really?
DVD, no. After DVD. And Netflix them kill Blockbuster, man. Because Blockbuster went big in the DVD.
Blockbuster did I use CD? Blockbuster did I use CD too?
Yeah, Blockbuster when go to CD.
Yeah,
Go to DVD. Blockbuster go to DVD.
and Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
And
All right.
Blu-ray. Yeah.
Blu-ray.
And then dead.
But you see, the thing when we learn from this is that
Marvel
if
she use
you run
Yahoo for
if you run a
Facebook.
business, are you dominant in the market? You never feel yourself too hype. You feel always,
Exactly.
you feel always look out and keep your business up to date and growing and looking for new ventures too. Because right now, I know say Google are shaking at them pants.
Shake.
Shake, you know.
Shake.
And
Because
Google.
me
Man.
stop use Google. No, literally.
Hold on, on a jump now.
Hold on,
On a
jump.
jump.
Hold on,
You're
sorry,
so
sorry,
excited.
Sorry.
Yo, they're so
sorry,
excited.
Sorry. Red flag, Rory. Red flag.
Red flag, red flag.
Okay,
So
Hold
we'll
on.
deal with it.
I'm not
I
gonna
watched
jump
that.
down.
So people,
I-
you know, so no one know Google soon dead in the car. Google look like they will fit dead in them, and everybody here so
that's
Google
okay, dead.
user.
Not go dead,
you
but
understand?
They're
It
not
might,
dead,
it
man.
might.
They're not
That's
dead.
like how all this up where I look on my screen, everything where they are so encounter,
let me share it
and then
again.
and eventually just phase out.
All of them dead, brother.
Then dead. You understand? So Google now, they hear
Yes,
the
rapid,
one man I
rapid.
said them
Big up
dead,
yourself.
them dead. You ever hear that before? And that might be Google.
No, let me tell you what.
Me
Google
not
too
think
big
so.
to die. No, let me tell you something. Stop. But on a serious note. So Google is one of those companies which are called too big to fail. There are three companies. I think Google is one, Amazon is the other. Apple can die. Microsoft is the next one. Those three, them call them Microsoft. Yeah. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. They call them three. Those three are the too big to fail company. Let me explain to you why. Right?
Those three are the too big to fail company. That
to
don't make
fail.
no sense a while ago, Rory. We're gonna try that again.
Too
Yeah.
big,
Those-
not too big,
Oh,
not to fail.
okay, okay.
Sorry. Too big not to fail. Right?
Okay.
Because and when I say can't fail, meaning that the government will have to intervene for them not to fail. Reason why is because Google is way more than search. Google control map, Google control all the services, and Google control a lot of servers using Google Cloud Engine. But we're not get too technical. But if Google fail, a whole heap a lot of companies gonna fail.
I'll go down.
Right? If Apple fails, people just
Everything
gonna
alright.
be everything gonna be alright. People just gonna be upset and then can probably switch to they can just be able to start
They
over
can
and
go
switch to
Android and
Android
whatever.
and get a Windows or whatever.
Rory,
If
me not
Amazon
agree
fails,
me not agree with you 100% with all these not to fail because
What?
I'm thinking 20 years to 30 years from now, and it is highly possible. But
No,
one,
you're not-
well,
You know, think all of them
currently,
people-
Ryan, they
Hold
can't.
on. You know, think all of them people where they are Google have so much money. Look back on the history of companies and make a plan.
Of course.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're not going to fail because
They can't
they've
fail.
learned
Okay.
from the previous.
But let me tell you people why they can't fail. Because people are going to listen and say, Rory, don't say that. But let me tell you why. One of the reasons why it's very difficult to fail. Very difficult. So most companies, a lot of companies, and we're talking about Fortune 500 companies, their server is hosted on premise, means at their location, you see a whole heap of server and lights, but their server is also hosted on Google and Amazon and Microsoft. Those are the three companies that host server in the cloud.
Cloud.
Anytime, if
Man,
one of
they
them go
keep doing
down,
things in the sky, you know.
oh no
And
man,
then
they
go
know what
down.
cloud me man. Oh God, don't do that. Right? If Google goes down, then a lot of companies will go down and the whole economy go collapse.
Schools, universities, governments, everybody
Everything.
depend on them for services.
A lot of services. So Google is way bigger than search. That is why Google even built a company to manage them. So they realized they're too big. So they had to create a company called Alphabet to manage themselves. Because they say, yo, we're too big. We have so many things that deal with, from phone to email. Email is a very small part. You know? When a Gmail address,
Yeah, man, that's small.
it's very
That's small.
you
That's
know?
small part of it.
Compared to the grand scheme of things. So Google can't fail. Amazon, which you guys go and go shop all the time, go buy on a favorite, whatever. Amazon is so big, it's not even funny. A lot of person never know this, and that's why I like the show here now. Because a lot of person never know this. So people have Amazon as just a regular
Sure,
place to
make
go
it the
to shop.
research, man.
Eh?
Sure,
No,
make it
I
the
know there's
research.
something. You don't say a technology. Oh God, Leon. They know that, Leon.
Technology,
Right?
man.
But
Let
Amazon-
technology do.
Technology are my thing, right? But Amazon was originally a book company, for those who never know.
Yeah, man.
Book is what? They move from book and they move to, because they realize they have a lot of storage space to books. So they realize, yo, let us leverage the storage And that is why it's very important that when you have a business, you can pivot and use the opportunity, which we're going to talk about soon, like ChatGPT, to leverage and grow to another level. Because, and by the way, for those who stay on, because we soon talk about why you need to not to be worried, but you need to start think about your job and all of these things. Depends on the field you're in. But anyway,
Try to scare people though.
no, we're not scared. We're not
No,
scared.
but you see, but the whole thing in a row, it brings
Hold on,
some
hold on,
level of
hold on.
excitement, you know. But
Let's
it's
up
also
Jeff Bodyfoot.
scary. But go on.
We're not scared them. But yeah,
No.
go back to Amazon. Why Amazon too big? So people is thinking Amazon is just a place where sell clothes and all of these things. But Amazon got so big doing clothes and all of these things, right? They had so many server space, right? That they had so much they never know what to do with it. So Amazon in the early 2000s said, oh, here we go. We have so much space, storage space. I'm talking storage space in the cloud, all of these things. Let us rent it out. And so Amazon decided to rent out the space to other businesses. See? And when they rent out the space to other businesses tend to tap in now and get server space and all of something and tap into Amazon infrastructure. Amazon have a massive infrastructure across many states, right?
Data centers. So when the companies like the company that I run connect to Amazon as well, if you never know, if you know the company.
So why you to stop? Come on, man, stop giving people information.
Man, I'm telling you, piece of it connect to Amazon, right? Okay. No, I'm being realistic. Piece of it connect to Amazon, piece of it connect to Google, piece of it connect everywhere.
Okay.
But watch this now. When you connect to the server, right? Amazon now control the servers of many Fortune 500 companies as well. See?
Yeah.
Look, Amazon want to go up and go buy no clothes. They control it. Look up what they call AWS. You can look it up. AWS.
Amazon
right?
Workspace.
Right? No, man, Amazon Web Services.
Yeah, services.
Web services. Look up AWS. So Amazon basically have control, maybe it's control, over all of these big Fortune 500 companies. Because if Amazon go down,
then buy spaces.
Yeah, then buy spaces. So if Amazon go down, they just said all of them.
All them.
Half of Jamaica companies connect to Amazon server.
Well, yeah. They might have Google too. But
the rap is Amazon who was part of my company infrastructure. So true. Exactly. And so if Amazon go down, brother, Amazon go down for 5 minutes one time, I'm gonna panic mode. I mean, staff of everybody system go down because Amazon went down for 5 minutes. They cannot afford 5 minutes to go down. So that is how serious it is. So
Funny.
Amazon can go down. Microsoft is the same thing as well, like Amazon people. Microsoft use Azure as well. So these are companies that can't fail. But these companies are working also on, they see the future, also artificial intelligence is the future. We
AI,
talk about that. And so all of them, Google are work on AI, Microsoft are work on AI, Facebook are work on AI, Amazon are work on AI. Those 5 companies are trying to deal with artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? Let us get to there, so now. See?
All right, let's do it.
Let's get to artificial intelligence. What is that, Fiadan?
What? Okay. Go on.
So in simple terms, it's a program that, and with the modern artificial intelligence, it can pretty much understand what you are asking it or requesting and provide you a response which is human-like in a small fraction of it.
So it's trying to be intelligent.
Yeah, trying to be intelligent, but it's not alive, and it is not a real, even though the communication might seem like human-like communication, it is not a real person. It is just the way that it is coded. So like with modern ones, they are trained to respond in a certain way with certain information. So it can only provide you a limited amount of information based on the data or the information that it has. Now, modern AI, if you notice me say modern, because back in the day, we used to build some chatbots, like we used to say, where you live, and you ask, and then they say, okay, Leon Pennycook from Johnsall, because you had already put that information in. No, but with modern AI or artificial intelligence, it can read a lot of information and then put it back to you in a way that seems human-like.
So basically, it encode the information,
Yes.
and then we need decode it and it give it back to you in a human-like response.
So it appears to learn, but it's just how it is coded.
No, don't say that. Don't say
I won't say appears to learn.
It is learning. So
I did say let's get to it, Natalie. You're right. Go on.
So there are two types. So you have trained one, I have untrained AI, right? So the thing is that with the AI, and as we say artificial intelligence, it just come to me for the first time based on what Leon just said. I never think about it like that. It's intelligence that is not real. It's artificial, right?
Yeah.
True intelligence come
not
from.
a person.
It's not a person.
Yeah.
True intelligence come from us, right? Humans.
But think about it. Animals intelligent, So artificial intelligence is man-made.
It's man-made. But the thing is that what AI will do now is really the untrained one. You feed it a lot of stuff, right? And what it starts to do is start to learn from what you feed it. So it don't only just get it and regurgitate. It tries to learn context and then try to say, okay, this is where now it starts to look like it's intelligent. It's learning. Now, but then when we watch TV, guys, when we watch TV and we see the robot on the TV say, hello, Fabian, what do you want to do today? And try to say, okay, go and do that. And you go and do it and all of these things. That is where we are now. And here's the thing, why I say that.
If people watch Star Trek, or the type of sci-fi movie that it's in a space, where them normally talk to the robots or the ship computer. They say, what would happen if you do this and do that and whatever? How far is this? How long will it take me to reach those places? This is where we're at now.
Right.
So if you watch Star Trek, that is like it.
It's like Jarvis as well for Iron Man.
Yes.
So here, so this is the thing now, guys, and this is why we need to pay attention. We have lived through all the different eras. We have lived through Blu-ray. We lived through dial-up modem. We went through fast T1 broadband modem. We went through all of these high-speed 4G, 5G. We're living through all of these eras. We're seeing them change over time.
Hold on. We have to address rapid brightness, Rapid say it's a higher form of
logic.
And if we never know.
But I like his definition though. He said AI thinks and understands for itself. Google had to turn theirs off. Facebook as well had to turn it off. But the Facebook one went go crazy and Facebook had to turn it off to they turned theirs off as it became self-aware, just like Skynet.
Yeah.
It's
self-aware, and that's the problem. This is where the problem line.
It did not.
It's not self-aware. It's just that. All right. So it went beyond its parameters. So therefore, if you're not controlling an AI, it will just continue to gas every knowledge, everything,
including bad.
But Facebook
everything that is bad, and it won't. Whatever it sees as
it can't judge. It good.
It won't be a moral decision. It will just determine what is the best output. And if we leave this thing for God and Rome, it will make the decisions of even letting off missiles to say this is probably the best output if we destroy humanity as it is.
But remember, by the time we talk about the robots, been police officers in Jamaica.
Robocops.
We talk about that.
But I can't wait for that. But hold on, Ryan. Facebook had to turn off their one to the rapid because with Facebook AI, the AI them started to communicate to each other in an unknown language. And you can look it up. So Facebook released the AI. Come back to say all of them are work on the AI because they see the future. But Facebook one started to communicate to another AI and they communicate in their own language. So the people who wrote the AI never understand what they communicate. And say, you're going to shut this off. No.
A problem.
Because
it's just an encryption. Remember I said
no, it's not necessarily encryption. Why do it I try to be more efficient. So if you
encryption, is encryption the same way? Don't the encryption that?
No, not necessarily. But
encryption.
It becomes
Don't worry.
Before it if you think about it, coding start back when with machine language. Machine language is just ones and zeros, like electricity on and off.
Yeah,
right.
And then the first set of programmers used to code in a machine language. That's why it was so hard. So they have to then decide that we are going to develop what you call it now, assembly language, which
Assembly
is more
language.
closer to human language.
Human language, right?
Like A's and B's and numbers and stuff. And then that kind of seemed too hard as well. So we now develop what we call high level language.
High level language,
Where
right?
you have Python, C++, and all
Java and all of
Yes.
that.
C#.
With that, the computer have to translate all of them a programming language where we write back into machine language. So if you build an AI and say, find the most efficient way to communicate and this and that, then I'm going to use maybe machine language and then even something where we don't know, where it become easier for it to communicate a lot more efficient and quicker. So that happened. So
Yeah, but
The reason why I said
the
reason why I said encryption is because it had knowing that it has to communicate over this open network. It has to find a way of my communication being secure where no one else can read it. So that is what it will take piece. Yeah, it's just like us where we come up with this pig Latin or gypsy talk because we want to be able to communicate with each other without
anybody's understanding what we're saying.
So that's still an encryption.
That is why Facebook lock it down. Because Facebook say, yo, me need to know what you talk to each other about.
So Rory,
make us slow it down. Because we get where we do own a big head. And I because Sharida said there, we're talking French to her. So how can we dumb this down some more?
Let the people see ChatGPT. Let them actually see.
Sorry, not dumb this. I mean, yeah.
No, it's really
layman terms the thing. Layman terms
the thing. Let them see it in action. Make them see it in action, or make them see this thing.
I think I'm logged into ChatGPT. But before me show him ChatGPT, I have to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So AI. As I said before, all of these companies are fighting to be the first to come out with AI. And once AI comes out proper way, then it's going to be
the most advanced one.
The most advanced one, because everybody has their own version. I want to say this to you as well, and I'm going to dumb it down as possible. Most of you would already have Gmail, right? And whenever you use a Gmail and somebody sends you an email, you notice that there's a thing at the bottom called auto reply that Gmail tries to understand the context of your email and tries to give you the best response, right? Mm-hmm. Most persons, that's a basic form of AI that you have been dealing with not realizing. Every single time that you respond with that auto thing or you select an autocorrect, Google takes that information and builds on it. So Google is building their own AI. Because they are saying that, okay, yes, and Alexa as well, all of these, okay, Google, when you say, okay, Google, your phone comes up and you say, navigate me to here and so on, or what is the weather like tomorrow? All of these information, these natural language that you're talking, whenever it responds to you and you approve it by saying, yes, you did a good job, they are taking all that information and say, okay,
like an algorithm. I put together an
algorithm. Right.
Yeah. There's a difference where it's like, what you talk about is current AI, but now you have the generative ones, which is the open AI where you got this.
No, but we're not reaching that yet. We just want to get into understanding AI first.
The basic
AI, which they use in Gmail. And when they type them message, them use autocorrect. Also, is another way.
That's a day-to-day basis AI.
Right.
Predictive text.
Right. Good predictive test and try to predict what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go to ChatGPT now. The company that creates this AI that we're about to talk to now for the remaining minutes is called OpenAI. That's the name of the company. It's called OpenAI. They created something similar about last year. They called it.
Before you go there, Rory, you know why they... Let's make sure they understand. When we say open AI, when they go to school, they talk about
no, man. That's the name of the company, man. Just keep it as that.
No, but there's a reason why it's called open. It's not closed, because closed would mean that it's only giving you a certain response all the time. Open means you can just put
Ryan. No.
All right.
It was called Open AI because they were going to make it available for everybody.
For the public, right? They're going to make it open to the public.
Okay, that can.
Right.
Everybody can learn from it.
All right, go on.
Bear in mind that is no longer the case, so the name don't really apply anymore.
All right.
Well, it's still open because it's still free, but we don't know. But here's the thing: we don't know where they're going with it. But here's the thing: Open AI.
We know. You have to go pay if you use it, because Microsoft
businesses. What we don't know yet, you can't say. Even though Microsoft is trying to pump money in it, but they can't say. But let me just get the people up to date with the ChatGPT, quick and fast. So OpenAI, they pretty much created something similar last year called DALI. And with DALI, you can Google it up. It's DALI. It's DAHLEE. You can, right? What DALI did was pretty much you could tell it
DAHDALLE. DAL E. DAL.E2. Yes.
Yeah, put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen for me. Put it on the screen. Right. So you can go and look it up and it can help you with your work as well. Now, what DALI did back then, which was revolutionary, is that you could tell DALI anything. No, when I say put it on the screen, I mean type the name, Fabian.
Oh,
you could tell DALI. See there, right? You could tell DALI anything that you want, and DALI would draw an image of it. And DALI would draw the image from their artificial intelligence. It's not an image that exists already. It creates the image out of its head. So it's trying to think and create an image. So when I was fooling around with DALI last year, I remember asking DALI, draw me a cow from Mars, or give me an image of a cow from Mars. And DALI will literally give you a cow from Mars. See? And you say, oh, this is crazy. You say, okay, give me an image of a man standing in the rain with a dog leading him. That image doesn't exist. DALI would give you an image of a man in the rain with a dog leading him, right? And so DALI basically was groundbreaking, but it didn't take off like that. See? So a lot of persons still on this thing. I wonder, what the hell you talking about? What is DALI? Because it wasn't widespread, right? So the same company, no, you use the same technology, then build on it. And while DALI was an image AI that dealt with image, they are creating a text AI that deals with chat and try to be human. And so now, fast forward, where today they built ChatGPT.
Type it in the chat. Type it so people can see. ChatGPT. Yeah.
No, people, this is the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Since sliced bread.
No, since I was born. Right?
Please note that GPT means generative pre-trained transformer. So the whole name is that this thing is trained, but it can use the information that it has and create new information. This has never been done publicly.
Ever.
Ever.
So, ever.
All right.
Best thing.
Can you show your screen, or you want me to show my screen? I want to show them what ChatGPT is. I want to do a demo.
Yeah, let them see what it can do.
All right. Hold on. Before we go that, so make we be more interactive with it. Does anyone in our audience have a question that you would like to ask? I want you to just go way out of the box. Just think about something. Anything.
Something. It could be related to
and
school.
we
would do an assignment or no? Any assignment.
And you need help. Make we help you right now.
Assignment.
We got the answer
Anything.
for you right now.
GPT.
And while they're thinking about the question, let me just give you some questions that I asked it to begin with. I told it. You want me to share or share? You're share?
I
have it open up.
Yeah, share it, man. Share it.
All right, let me share it.
Let them see it. Yeah, man. This is next level stuff. Next level S word.
Can I, while he's doing that, due to the fact that we know where technology is coming from, can I just let you know that the younger generation doesn't really see this as something mind-blowing?
They don't see it as mind-blowing.
No.
They think of this as something. I
think you would have to be in some coding, or you would have to, because everybody
Give me something, Ryan. Give me something to type.
All right.
Let's see.
All right.
Rapid says, where is the Ark of the Covenant to be found?
So let's start.
All right.
Are you see my screen? No. So let me see.
Where is the? Yeah, man, people can put more questions in. As many questions you want to put, man. Stuff
where
that you want
is
information on.
The Ark?
Yes,
of the Covenant
to be found.
Covenant to be found. Okay. All right. Let's see what's the response. All right, so it said the Ark of the Covenant is a biblical artifact. According to the Bible, held the tablets of the stone on which 10 commandments were written. The ark's whereabouts are currently unknown and is considered a lost artifact. Some believe it is in Ethiopia, while others think it could be hidden at a secret location in Jerusalem. However, there is no scientific evidence or historical record of its current location. All right, so that was very simple. That was us saying, hey, this is the best information I can give you
at the moment. Yeah, based on what? Yeah,
right? So, based on what is out there. Now, also be mindful that this thing is not using the current internet at the moment, right?
Somebody can ask a question, or more ask chat something.
No, somebody ask where is Jesus Christ right now. Hold on, ask. So think about this, by the way, guys. It's a chat system right now, but currently, what they are thinking about doing is take this and connect other businesses to it, so people can take it and put it into bots and put it into robots, and so you soon have a personal assistant. So where's Jesus Christ right now?
Which already exists, I must add.
So Jesus Christ, according to Christian belief, is the Son of God, and he's going to answer you like a human. According to Christian belief, the Son of God and the Savior of humanity. Christians believe that Jesus died on the cross and rose from the dead, and that he ascended into heaven. He is considered. Hold on.
Proper.
Ryan, what is wrong with you?
Too high.
I love the answer. I love the answer. The
right.
answer is amazing.
Right, it is saying
a lot of Christians there.
Yeah, he's considered.
Hold on, man. Here, make me read this song, man.
Jesus, what are you excited?
Man.
Right. Jesus died on the cross from the dead, and that he ascended into heaven. Notice he said Christians believe. It give you context. He is considered to be at the right hand of God and is believed by Christians again. Notice again, by Christians, to be a divine being who is currently in heaven, not on earth. This belief is based on religious text and faith. There's no scientific evidence or historical record of Jesus' current location. All right. The best answer I can give you. It's precise to the T. Give me another question.
Tell it to write a prayer similar to the Our Father prayer.
All right, write a prayer. Watch this now, guys. This is now remarkable. Write a prayer you're saying that is similar to Our Father, right? Our Father, but written. I'm gonna put written by a baby. Let's put that. Right? Let's put that. Watch this now, folks. I want to be pay attention. We're just making this up on the spot. We have a personal assistant with us in a robot form, and he's gonna answer this question. He's gonna write a prayer that is similar to Our Father. I said, Daddy in sky, look down here, please. We love you and thank you for everything. Please give us what we need. Help us to be good and protect us always. Amen.
That's a baby.
That is a simple prayer.
For a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go as far to say, no, and people, you are seeing this thing, and things say, whatever. This thing is coming out of natural language. A lot of data it mine. And
it is just the baby stage, because next year they're going to launch version 4. Which is going to be...
They widen the parameters. Couple trillion.
To
the internet. So, trust me.
Give me another one.
Do we need to address the question? I think there was a question about ChatGPT taking information that's already out there.
All right. No, hold on. Somebody give me a question. Step up the prayer. Watch this now. Watch this. The person who said that, right?
Somebody said, step up the prayer written by the best.
I'm going to write that down. I'm going to say, please step up the prayer. Let's write that. Let's tell it.
Because you can have a proper conversation. So even that we ask that, it will follow on from that.
Step up the prayer you just gave to one that is written by the best scholar at Harvard. So let's tell it. So step up this prayer you just gave that is written. And see now, you're going to step up the prayer. Almighty and eternal God, who holds all things in your hands and governs the universe with infinite wisdom and love. We humbly come before you, seeking your guidance and blessings. We thank you for the countless blessings you have bestowed upon us and for the gift of life and the opportunity to serve you. We ask for your continued guidance and wisdom in our lives, that we may always strive to do your will and fulfill our purpose on earth. We ask for your protection and provision for ourselves and all those we love, and for the strength and courage to face the challenges of this world with grace and faith. We implore your forgiveness for our sins and shortcomings. And ask that you grant us the gift of repentance and the ability to grow in your image. And finally, we look forward to the day when we may behold your glory in heaven. through the redemption of our Lord and Savior Jesus
We are
Christ.
doing.
Yo!
We are not doing
Amen.
it.
Chat.
We are doing it.
Yo!
No,
Grinny, where's the Grinny? We're doomed. Hey, listen, man.
Life
Let
just
me tell you,
started.
say, I two
Long
things.
time
Let me think about ChatGPT no Grinny. I two things come to me and I say, boy, it's scary but exciting. Because
It's
the
exciting,
scary
man.
part is that what will happen in the future. But the excitement part is this thing I can do my assignment. This thing I can do.
But hold on. No.
Hey,
So right,
any little
exactly.
thing me have, any problems.
So I
Yo,
want to tell
anything
people
you
this now.
Anything you have. Any little
Exactly.
This
assignment,
thing
any
can help you write
coursework.
computer program. It can help you if you understand illnesses.
program
and all that.
Everything.
Write your own program.
Everything.
Everything.
Every knowledge
If you
you
need
have
it,
about
program.
Kurt's a weird
Shalom,
tongues.
shalom. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that.
No, we're not doing that.
No,
That's
why
so like
not?
madness. All right,
No,
try.
Let's try it. Guys,
Yes.
this thing is remarkable. Write a prayer similar
speaking in
to,
tongues?
To TDJs.
similar to the last one.
TDJs. Put to TDJs.
Where the
You
prayer
speak in tongues? Is it tongues?
includes the tongues of the Holy Spirit.
That is,
Alright.
that is serious stuff, I don't know. That's serious things
we
I get
gotta
there,
see.
I don't know.
So before me press enter,
Enter.
guys.
Listen
Let's
to
also
me now.
look up. Let us look
Hold
at
on.
what is happening here. See? Let's look at what is happening here. So this thing is
It's an AI.
it's
So,
an
all right,
AI.
again, I don't think people fully understand what it is. So, an AI is a
A
learning,
computer program
It's
controlling its reader.
not just a computer program. Yeah, is many machines that come together, and it has the ability to learn from whatever data is given to
all
it.
the data.
All the data that is given
up to
to
2021
it.
so far. Up to 2021 so far.
Yeah.
The 21 so far?
Up to 2021, correct,
Okay.
right. So,
Yeah.
So what
it's not
it is
connected to the
doing-
internet.
Yeah, man. I break it down now. So what it is doing is it analyzes all this data, and based on the question you're asking, it can pick out from different areas, different quotes, everything, and create a conversation with
In
you
context.
in context of what you ask it. So this search, where you can use it, just that's what I say, guys. Just think
Hold on.
way, just
Anything,
think
anything.
wild,
Hold on.
anything.
I
You
want
want
to
to start
add
a
to that.
business? Just go on.
I want to
Add
add
to
to
it.
that. So yesterday and today, this morning, before I go to church, I've been working on something, and I realized I spent 10 minutes on Google trying to find the answer. Went on ChatGPT, got it in a second. ChatGPT ended up became my personal assistant. I was actually in a language, I was writing something in a language because I do coding that I'm not familiar with, and I asked ChatGPT, how do I do this? What is wrong with this code? Why am I getting this error? I literally put the text in and said, why am I getting this error? And ChatGPT said, this is because you're getting your error. You need to do that, I need to do that. This is what I'm talking about. When I say I'm serious, that this thing is the future.
That's
But-
impressive.
but-
Hold on,
but-
that's impressive.
No, hold on. What press enter for the tongue? What press enter for the tongue?
Wait.
Rapid, say you found your God.
Hold on,
That's the scary part about it, you know.
That is
Hold on,
scary.
hold on, let me hear Leon. Let's Leon.
somebody asked me to help them to come up with an idea for a specific type of business. And
Yes.
me I struggle with it for about a month now. And I just remember, say, wait, let me have this. I'm going to go to it and me give like a laundry business. I'm going to go to it and say, I want to start a laundry business. Give me some ideas out of the services that we can provide. Boom.
Just like that.
Just
And
like
then we
that.
say, all right, taking all of this now, write up a business plan. Boom, business plan done.
Business
Then we say,
plan.
all right,
Done.
take all of
Perfect.
that now and build a web page. Boom, web page
Boom.
done with all our CSS, everything.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That is
Crazy,
10 minutes. Whole business plan, sign up page, everything done.
Same thing. Same thing. I said to you. I said to yourself, write me, give me an app give me an app for a wedding, a wedding app. And the thing
This
said,
is
okay,
the
if you want to
future.
do a wedding app,
Yes, in the future.
find the
Yes.
food. Anyways, I press enter, right? I press enter. Hold on. Most people really are going to do this because Griddy say, if it give the prayer in tongues of the Holy Spirit, it might log off and go YouTube.
He can't do that. He cannot give you that.
All right, so let's try. Enter. Write a prayer similar to the last one.
Lord
Almighty and eternal
Jesus,
God, we
open
come
up.
before you in the power and the presence of the Holy Spirit.
He can't
Thank
give you
for
that
the gift
tongues.
of
He cannot.
And for ability to
No,
praise
it
and
won't.
worship
It
and
won't.
all
He
that.
cannot do that.
By
Cannot.
the
not
Holy
gonna
Spirit
do
to guide us. Well, let's try now.
He not do worry.
No,
He cannot.
man, they're not doing it, Rory.
All right,
It-
all
see
right,
there?
all right. Wait.
It used the word the gift of tongues.
All right,
Yeah.
wait.
Cannot do
I'm-
it.
No. Don't put it past it. I'm going to be more specific.
That
I'm
is
gonna say
correct, Sharita.
imitate. I'm going to tell you to
Laziness,
imitate.
no brain power.
TDJX.
He can't do worry.
No,
Listen
hold
to
on,
me.
This has
hold on,
been-
hold on. Hold on.
Hold
Hold on, before we continue, hold on. You're getting too excited, Rory. Hold on a second. Go and write your question.
Yeah,
I want to
go on.
answer Sharida. This is why we went from the evolution of technology, where dial-up used to take how long before it log us on to the internet, and we were so patient with it. So we're so impatient with internet. If a computer take
that, Jeff, to come to an end, man.
Okay, see that.
0.5 milliseconds just for
answer.
load a page, we're upset and say, why is this thing not loading? Because that is where we are in technology now.
You can't do it, Rory.
Reason for
Cannot do that.
technology
Can't do it.
is to make us
I'm
lazy.
going to tell you why I can't do
I
it.
don't hear me.
I want to read this though.
No, but we can't say why I can't do it. No,
I want to read why it say can. He said, I'm sorry.
To ask that thing.
Hold on. I said, write a prayer and imitate the speaking of tongues. He says, I'm sorry. I'm
Can't
a
do it.
language model and I'm not able to imitate the speaking of tongues.
Thank you.
Right.
Speaking in
GPT
tongues,
is
also
fast.
known as glossolalia, is a phenomenon in which individuals speaking tongues that are not their native language and is considered to be a gift of the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
The practice that is found in some Christian denomination and is not universally accepted within the Christian community. It is important to respect and understand different forms of worship and practices within different faith traditions. I can provide you, though, with a prayer that includes a reference to the Holy Spirit and its guidance and blessings, but it will not include speaking in tongues.
Very
people tell me-
GPT.
Can't trick him.
But can't trick him. Because from the moment me hear that, I said to myself, the chat GPT is supposed to understand that this is an unknown language and to God, not to man. So we are talking now, man to man, whatever. That is what
Right.
chat GPT.
If you get chat GPT, all right. So let's step it up. I know Arlene asked a while ago if we draw chat GPT should draw a black girl, whatever. That Arlene, let me answer you. Chat GPT is a language model, so it only deals with text. So if you want to see a girl drawn, you'd have to go to DALL-E.
Go to the DALL-E.
DALL-E one was one I spoke about earlier that they built. It will draw the girl just like you want it. Right? But let us look at this for a second, guys. And this is what I want you guys to understand. And remember that the first time you really heard this is Yardi Links, people. Remember that. So I will discuss it before it happened. They're going to take ChatGPT and they're going to take this AI and they're going to put it in something that can recognize object. Because there are things out there now that can recognize object. For example, Google Lens, you can put this up and tells you that, okay, this is that, or this is this, or this is that. If you take the ChatGPT and give it to something that recognizes object, then what you do right there, you're creating the start of robots.
Almost human being.
Almost human being. Because you can look at this
Start
and say,
of robots, guys.
sorry.
Exist.
Start off the future. Well, anyways, so this thing will look at you and you can say to it, say, how many calories is my food? And because it can recognize your food, it can tell how many calories it. You can say, is what I'm drinking healthy? It can tell us, say, hey, what you're drinking, if you drink X amount of it, it will not be good for you, whatever. Then you can go as far to take this thing, you can put it in something like you can put in your toilet, and maybe when you pee, it say, hey, you have diabetes. Right?
Straight up.
So yes, straight up.
But Rory, somebody asked a question, how can we get it? Kurt asked how we can get it. And Trudy said that it won't be free, which is we talk about the
It is
OpenAI.
free now.
Free now.
It's an open AI for now.
Yeah.
So obviously, all these companies are going to want to captivate on this technology and not.
It's free to sign up.
Well. No. So let me say that. Hold on. So it's free for now, but it can be free forever. But here's the thing.
Just like Google.
Yeah, here's why it can be. Remember, they want to monetize it by having an API that businesses can connect to. Like myself, I want to connect to this thing so bad it's not even funny.
Right now.
Right
Yeah,
now.
all the time.
So when I connect my business to it, will have it in apps and all of these things. So imagine you can take up an app and the app will say, hey, PP and show me the color of your PP. And you can PP and take a picture of it and they say, hey, right now you have X amount of things in your urine, right?
Yeah.
That app, whoever builds that app will have to pay them for that ability. So the businesses, it could be a B2B where businesses pay for it and then it's free
provide you the service.
to
Free, yeah,
consumers.
serve,
So
yeah.
for example, even Google search is free to you. But I pay Google a lot of money for their services right now. Google charge me arm and a leg for some things, right? I need access to their map. When you guys go on Google Maps, it's free to you, right? You can say navigate me to XYZ and it navigates you. But Uber has to pay an arm and a leg to use Google Maps, right?
Yeah.
And other services like company that I deal with it, they have to do map related stuff. Customers have to use map related stuff.
Basically, what they have to say to the people now is that the people are they're intertwining what their businesses and putting that into their business.
Put
So
it in it,
Uber,
right?
so Uber have to kind of get it into in out of it. Google Maps. Google Maps can work on its own, but Uber, the app itself, have to get Google Maps into it. You understand? And they have to pay for that service.
And so if I want ChatGPT to be a part, because remember, people talk about your jobs. Your jobs in a trouble, you know.
Right? Somebody said it earlier, no? Somebody said it earlier about jobs, you know. Can't remember who. I think it was
jobs
Natalie.
don't come about still, but
some people go lose their jobs.
Certain jobs.
Yeah,
you know, so this can help you to win like court case and everything.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Of course. Right?
Easy
you can tell it said you can tell this thing that
give it the evidence. Give it the evidence.
Give it the evidence.
And
or
tell you.
no, give it the case and say, write me the best case to win in court.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
So what happened? You realize say we not that do.
While you were sharing, go back to your share screen and type in, because one of the things that we want to talk about.
Antoinette said people are going to copy. Share back the screen, say?
Yeah, share back the screen and type in how to solve crime in Jamaica, or how could we solve crime in Jamaica, and look at the response, because
how could we
wanted to include some of the stuff we had seen.
Crime. All right, how could we solve the crime problem in Jamaica? All right. Let's see what you're gonna say. Come my butt. So there are several strategies that have been proposed to address the crime problem in Jamaica. These include, we can increase the police presence and patrols in high crime areas. This can help to deter criminal activity, and provide a sense of security to residents, which is SOE.
I'm trying to. Exactly.
Implementing community-based policing. This approach involves working closely with the community members to identify and address the root cause of crime, such as poverty, unemployment, and lack of education. Implementing youth development programs. People, what the hell is happening here? I can't read no more. This is crazy.
But you know the answer. And these are things I have been saying for a very long time. So if Jamaica needs to tackle this crime problem, we need even number two and number three. I'm going to talk about the fact that we need programs for the youth.
Look at the last part. It said it is important to know that addressing the crime problem in Jamaica will require a multifaceted approach and require the cooperation and collaboration of various stakeholders,
no corruption,
including the government,
law
enforcement agencies, community organizations, and private sector entities. Now, people, but that's serious.
That means we have to root out the corruption then, basically.
No, Ryan, hold on. Just hold on for a second. Let's take a moment to digest this. See, what just happened just now? Because right now, I'm dumbfounded. And I think the viewers...
The government and everybody where I think over time, I use strategies when I work and I the same one over and over. So looking at, I think this look on a vast amount of different countries and what them actually do and pick out the best case scenarios and give. And put it in the context of Jamaica. This has never been written before. But people might have mentioned similar stuff. But if you think about it, becoming a politician now and have a tool like this, how can I do this? How can I do that? And get solutions, figure out they go do things. So that's why the politicians not stay there and hide anymore now, because they remember say they don't really know what to do. So they win, then gone. Now them can be out there by asking this, what can I do today?
What can I do?
But Leon, even if they ask ChatGPT this and it give them the answer, the next thing now is, as we say, talk about corruption. The next thing is the resources. So even though it's on paper,
what them can do,
implement is another thing.
To get the resources.
Huh?
I ask it already, and it start telling me what I can do. I can build companies in Jamaica, for example, tech companies, and provide a lot of different services to, and it give me examples. It talk about like wind farm to generate electricity, and use back the money in the no, that's it. I'm mad.
That's true, man. It's true. It's dangerous because even though you have all these different bulletins, different steps in order to solve a crime, it give you things now how you can put in place now to help you get the
See that?
resources.
Look at number 5, guys. It's a chat what I tell with this. It
They're
says,
not sharing anymore.
oh, man, not sure. Hold on, guys. Look at this, guys. It says number 5 says we need to address the issue of illegal firearms. Jamaica has a high rate of gun-related crime, and efforts to curb illegal trade in firearms could help to reduce violence as well. We don't need, brother. So let us come get too excited. Hold on, this is madness. I am happy to be alive.
Why is it
to
madness
witness-
though?
No, not
Why you
madness,
say it's
not
madness though?
When I
Like,
say
no,
madness-
No, in a good way, in a good way,
you
in
are
a good
too-
way.
no,
in a good way.
I think you're too in awe in something that is actually just. We need people to understand. Say as amazing as it is. I'm so sorry, but as amazing as it is still something that is gathering the information that it has already been fed.
No, incorrect. And let
It's
me
not
debunk
incorrect.
that quick. Let me debunk that quick
Debunk
and
it.
fast.
Go on.
Debunk
Go
that
on
quick
then.
and fast. When I was using it this morning, right? You are thinking, and let me debunk it quickly because other persons are thinking the same. You are thinking that whatever comes out of this thing is something that is out there already. Let me tell you something. That prayer you saw earlier never out there already. The one that says, Daddy Jesus, whatever, it wasn't out there already.
It's not out there already, but it is taking parts of prayers and putting it as one. As God live it, Rory, I'm not asking you something.
Hold on. We can talk.
Listen
Go on.
and understand.
Go on.
Before me explain to you, I'm going to show you something before I explain to you so that you understand. Because I think right now, I can't believe that even you get dumbfounded by it. Watch this.
I'm not dumbfounded.
Watch it.
I'm not dumbfounded. That is the thing.
Watch this. All right, tell me. I'm still not understanding it fully. I'm going to explain it fully.
Understand it fully. Trust me, I do. But we have to. Being in technology, me not gonna be like.
Listen. Hold on.
Boy.
Rapid.
As a matter of fact,
Hey,
rapid.
Hey, Rory,
AI
you fall in love with the AI.
You got AI robots with your wife.
No,
It already exists.
Listen up.
hold on. We can say something. Hold on. We can type something to this show, no? All right.
Rapid,
Go on.
rapid.
Why-
People
why
still
you-
start
Write a
AI,
story
right? That's the
about
thing.
my friend. I write a story about my friend.
Before you even finish that,
Hold on.
Rory, as you mentioned about wife, people who start by AI wife. Imagine you come home and you're dinner ready all the time, every time. You get everything you like all the time, every time, and no complaining, and just tell you the things that you do to make your life better. So, peace and safety.
Hey, I
Different
promise.
from-
I'm gonna make up something. Come, guys. Make up something now. Watch
Yeah. But hold on. It is going to just take the word biggest too and
No.
put it in areas. Listen, I've
I
already
agree.
done
Hold
this.
on, hold on,
Rory.
No,
we
hold
are
on.
trying to.
Hold on, let me say
I'm gonna
something,
show you why I know how it can work.
Hold on.
Because in our office, we got someone said, write a story about an annoying person. I will give it the person name. I will said and how they are in the office. And the thing wrote a nice long story, and it was just so funny, but it was amazing to see that it could actually do something like that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
All right,
it is
all right,
still
hold
picking
on.
out from storytellings that it has heard. It is still picking out all of these
Yes, but-
information
but-
it has
but-
heard
but-
and
but-
formulating its own
Exactly.
its
Its
own thing.
own.
Yes.
So what the next
Right.
same thing you do? Isn't that the same
So
thing
I
you
say
do?
thing you do. Yeah, which is not
Yeah.
understand. And let me explain
But
this to you.
hold on. It is what I do, but at the same time, it's not learning something new. It's not bringing anything new
You see it,
to the
you-
table that
that's
does
where
not
you're
already
wrong.
exist.
No,
It is
Fabian.
only.
Guys,
It is
stop.
only.
Let me help him. Fabian.
Stop.
Help me,
Simply
help me,
Fabian,
because
let me
me
help
up
you,
on a
let me help
different
you, Fabian.
plane than
Simple.
Uno right now,
It's
and I
simple,
don't
Fabian.
understand what
Fabian,
I say.
Fabian.
Go on. Go on.
Fabian.
Understand,
Go ahead, Ryan. Let me talk after. Go
So
on.
Fabian, all right, all these things you're saying that it's pulling information from other places to formulate this story. Good. I am
I use
saying to you now,
knowledge.
this story that
Knowledge.
is formulating never existed before. You agree with that?
Right.
Good.
Agreed.
So this is what all this information coming together can teach me something new. Agree with that? Can teach me something new. All this information coming from other places now, and it's coming up. It's giving me all these different information that is pulled from other places, and give me a new paragraph that is teaching me something new, even though it's been pulled from different places. You agree with that as well? New. All this information, old information coming together, giving me something new that I can't relate to.
I know.
Can I-
Like when you did that
No,
last
no.
time, and it's a write a story.
I want something.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alright,
I want
so
something.
the question I'm gonna ask, you see, work.
But let me
Go
kill it. Let me kill an argument. Show him. No.
You
Let me
can
kill
go
an
on,
argument.
that. But you know something I'm
Go
gonna
on.
ask you though. We're more if you type in a ChatGPT to make a comparison because between the Quran and the Bible. The compare and
That has
contrast.
already done already. Yes.
No, hold on, Fabian,
It has already done it. Okay,
hold on,
yes.
Fabian, hold on.
I know that already.
Fabian, I'm gonna stop you for a second.
Yes.
Because what I realize is that this thing is beating you. And let me tell you why I say beat you.
It's not beat me
Hold on,
at
hold
all,
on,
Rory.
hold on,
God
hold on,
knows, because I
Fabian,
use it
stop.
on a daily basis to
Fabian,
help me
Fabian,
in my workplace.
would
So
you-
therefore,
Fabian,
it not beat me.
What, Fabian,
Nah,
would you,
beat you.
Fabian, would you?
And
would
they're
you
too
want-
excited,
Hold on,
man.
hold on,
That's all
Fabian,
I'm saying.
Fabian, stop
Go
for
on,
a
go on.
second.
You know, see why
Stop for a
people are
second.
excited for this?
Hold on. Let me tell him. You see, Fabian is not a believer. Let me just explain something to him.
I believe in
Fabian,
God, so I am a
hold on.
believer.
No, when I say believer, you know what I mean, man. Watch this, Fabian. Fabian, watch this, Fabian.
I am a believer, but I
Fabian,
will tread
Fabian,
careful in
hold on,
any
Fabian,
technology
hold on.
that comes
Fabian,
out.
let me talk.
You cannot be open to
Fabian, let me
everything
talk.
just so.
Fabian,
Go
what
on,
you're trying
go
to
on,
do.
talk.
Yes, sir, devil.
You're trying, it's coming like that try.
Me not
Convince
try-
me.
Fabian,
Go on, man.
Explain.
Fabian, listen for a second, Fabian. I know Fabian can just learn something.
I'm listening. Learn
What I'm
something.
saying, Zine, Fabian, is that don't take it lightly. And don't be like Yahoo, don't be like Kodak, don't be like these people. Hold on, stop for a second.
But that's not what I'm doing.
Hold
though,
on,
Rory.
man. You're taking it lightly because you're thinking that this thing is that revolutionary. Let me just tell you why I say so.
It is.
Listen, I'm more people understand. You're saying it's taking
is.
things from. Wait, let me talk. You're saying it is taking things from. You're saying it is
Getting
taking things
frustrated.
from. Lord God. All right, let me talk. We're done.
No, I drop me. I know. I didn't think of me. I remember the man we talk, but didn't even know. And the man we know what me. I remember, man. I laugh. Go on, talk.
Many people them learn. Right.
Go on, talk.
I have been communicating with this thing. My friend and I, who I consider one of the most intelligent person I know, right? We sit down, we go through it. When I go to BAM and we look at it and we say, hey, what type of field you think I work in based on the questions I've asked? The thing profiled me to say, hey, based on what you asked so far, I think you work here and there and there and there and there. No, watch this now. My information is not on the internet. It doesn't know Rory. But what it does, it takes all what is happening into context. See? And it generates new information that has never been done before. So when this thing said to me, say, okay, Rory, based on whatever, this is whatever. No, it starts to profile me and it will profile me better than how you can profile me. No, when you look at this something, you're going to say, oh, it's just taking information. This is what I do. I said, I code. Taking information and just creating a regular chat is different from an AI. What the AI is doing, and this is what AI still baffle people. They don't understand it's intelligence, but it's artificial. And this is why, by the way, guys, Microsoft is spending $10 billion for 49% of the company because Microsoft want in. See? The people of Microsoft and everybody who are created, they themselves dumbfounded by it, that they're willing to pump whatever in it. Now, what I'm saying is that what you don't understand is that the information that it is producing, don't think it's out there already. It's not. Right? So you're thinking that it's a lot of, it takes all information before, mine it. So it's like us, like as children. As children, what do you do when you grow up as a baby? Your mom will come and say, don't do that. And after a while, you learn from all of these things and start to form your own ideas. You start to form your own thought process. That's how babies work. And that's how you grow, and that's how the brain works. If you somebody come to you and say, write a essay right now on this, what you do, you look at you as a baby, or you as a human being, sorry, we look at all the essays being written by people, all you have learned from your teachers, everything, and do what? You generate a new essay. So what Fabian is trying to dumb it down to say, oh, it's out there already. This thing is generating a new thing based or whatever. So how is that not mind-boggling? And how is that something to just easily just this?
Hold on before you talk, Ryan. Hold on. You just talk about, hold on, Ryan. You just talk about profiling you or whatever. But Rory, again, it exists. This is what cookies are there for. This is why on search engines at the moment, the way how we are so programmed, our social media, everything, there are certain things that are shown to us on a daily basis based on what it has learned from how we have searched for things. So when you go up on your Facebook and you see something more pop up and you say, my God, look how much just I talk about this. it's learnt from your behavior. So the same way you're saying that
No,
you've typed in over and you asked it to
thank you.
profile you, if you had just gone onto ChatGPT and said, tell me about me, it would have not had an answer at all to give.
But a human can't do that either. You have to interact with the human first. If you as a human
Exactly.
being. But that is scary.
So what are you saying?
You don't understand to this
hold
thing.
on, hold on.
Okay.
So what ChatGPT is really doing, people, you see? And according to both Rory and Fabian, it is critically analyzing data that's already out there, yeah, and put it into a context that you can relate to it, Rory, and others can relate to it. So, for example, when you say to profile you, Rory, it has taken all this information that it has about you, analyze it, and then sum it up and say this is it. You understand? But
Look at this, right? Look at this response.
Watch it.
No, hold on,
If they don't pay attention, if just into so much if they don't pay attention to the conversation we're having right here,
No, hold on. I asked to write a story about my friend who came from an unknown planet called Bigger Stew. The thing goes far if we start. What I know, I tell you to write a story about a friend come from Bigger Stew, but let's make it on my head. The thing right about the story, right about everything about the friend, and then here what it says now, so. It says, he said land in a Bigger Stew, the place called Bigger Stew, land in a planet called Bigger Stew. But it was unlike anything Alex has ever seen. Talk about the story. Sky was purple. Started to describe this planet. Sky was purple and the trees were orange and there were creatures roaming around that looked like a cross between a lion and a unicorn. This thing started to describe things from Bigger Stew. He said, as he explored the planet, Alex met a group of friendly beings who call themselves the Biggest ones. My youth. Oh my God.
Rory, you're
my God!
But hear me, I said no, Rory.
Rory fired him God.
Hear me, I said no, Rory.
I think we are.
I take it serious. I take it serious.
Why can't you be
I believe that we are dabbling with some serious thing. You know. Some people might say it is probably some demonic forces out there that is listen. Yeah, people go say that. People go say, yo, you know, say demonic forces know a lot of stuff, and then they can put together this army. People start embrace it as a god. Listen to what I'm saying, no. And this is the next god.
You can
look out that he knows everything.
Religion from this.
Yeah?
You can look out. Some people are gonna build a religion and worship this thing.
Yeah, right from this.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what you think, but it's
you know
we're gonna call it the Rorianians.
Yeah, I can't. No, I chose something. We're not.
Hold on.
No, this is scary stuff, and people are gonna use information and
me come down to the levels. May I come down to the levels because I want to debunk whatever Rory is thinking that I do not take it seriously. I take it very seriously. And I see the potential. What you need to say is, do I see the potential that this can bring? Of course I do. I know that you have to be thinking outside of the box how you can make this better, your lifestyle or anything that you're trying to achieve. Yes, that is what we need to tell the people. Right now, all we're doing right now is scaring most of these people who already did think when we were talking about the first thing to be French. So why are we not showing them the ways how they can use it? So people are already saying that, oh, this is gonna make me lose my job or we're gonna lose job. Okay, so how do we use this to our better advantage? This is what I'm saying to you. To the benefits. Right.
So let me tell you how I use it then. Right? So let us say, and this is something that I actually put in. I told it to pretty much write me, but I'm in tech, so I wanted to know if it could write me the code. So I said, write me an application for this particular app, right? I want to create a business. No, I said I want to start a business for this app, and I tell you what the app is about. I said it was about wedding. Or whatever it is. I tried it at that first. And what it did, it pretty much break down everything to say, okay, if you want a wedding app, these are the features that would work. Right? It said there should be guests should be able to do this, that, and they break down all the features. See? And then they said, okay, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to write the first page for you in the language that you want. And it wrote the entire application. The application, out of the box code in the language. See? So what happened now is that you realize now, say, one, it's going to make you lazy. But
lazy, yeah.
At the moment, it can't do the work for you. You still have to do the work. But best believe it, you have the best personal assistant. Yeah. They teach IT. There's anyone panel that in IT or teaches IT? Not in
I
IT.
teach IT. I teach IT.
Or just say not in IT. Or the Ryan not in IT. Right. So right. So the thing is, this thing, right, is you can use it, people, as actually stop use Google search for a little while until it's no longer free. The reason why is because Google search, I have to be sifting through many articles and many different websites to find what I want. What I do, I will show the ChatGPT. Sometimes I cross-reference ChatGPT to Google to see if it's credible. But so far, it has always been credible, right? And so don't take everything what it say as is and run with it.
Because it says also that it makes mistakes.
Yeah, it says, right.
Just put in there, right?
It makes mistakes.
Right.
So go ahead.
What I am looking at is the future development from this. And as I say, I am very excited to be alive at this time. And even though we are get like them a build what you call it now, ChatGPT 4 now, or it's already built and then probably upon 5, 6, but them just give it little bits for as a prototype for test. I am thinking of this in the medicine industry.
Crazy.
You have a lot of people who get employed to go to different countries, go investigate bush and how them use it and make medicines. Look at all the different properties inside medicine, inside the different things that are available out there. Now think about you have robots, guys. You probably see the different robots that them have, can move around independently and go different places. So you have DARPA will build some robots. If you look at DARPA robots now, you see some robots who can do some things. Think about those robots can go in the bush and find different enzymes or trees and extract things from it and test it internally and develop a cure for cancer, develop a cure for AIDS, reverse aging.
Exactly.
You know, when I say reverse aging, mean like people, there's just a gene in your body, you know, where cause if you get old. Find that, repair that, and cause if you don't get old. You know, get rid of all of the illness you might have and all of the genetic deformations or whatever you might have, and cure those things. You know, like people who have mental issues can come up with a solution independently with all of the knowledge we have. Think about you know everything where every doctor know, everything where every bush doctor know. And then just like we're able to come up with a new story, you can come up with new medicine, new ways of doing things.
New ways of doing things.
Automatically without a human input. You can imagine how revolutionary that is.
And here's the thing to Leonto. Here's the thing. You know, the pharmaceutical business is a big business, right? And you know, they want, if you have something what can basically start to use the trees of life, bush, see? You know how many things in these bush that we don't know about what can cure things? See? And the medicinal effect of many of these bush. Imagine I have something now I can look in our bush and say, yo, what go on? If this mix with the bush, which is the bush, mix with the bush, you no longer have arthritis, brother. Because it's the best. So the thing is, it start off here. I'm happy to be living here. I give God thanks. Right? I say we live through many different eras of technology, but I want the viewers to take a look at what's happening. I know some of you not really into tech, and so you don't really care if a robot come, right? But
robot already here.
It is
even
here.
In London. There are robots that they use for different purposes, for delivery purposes and walking amongst humans like it's normal.
No. We're talking about mainstream AI. Mainstream robot. So we're not talking about robot that is just built to do one particular job or built to do this particular job. Because that's how normally robots are right now. Only one robot so far, Sophia. I think Sophia is the good one that had an interview. You guys know Sophia, right? Right. So imagine Sophia, Sophia had a really good interview as a robot. And if you take ChatGPT and start to put voice recognition, object recognition, and all of these things on it, you are looking at a robot now will become a personal assistant, or they're going to start to use it to take over. So when you look past, maybe talked about Skynet earlier and so whatever, just imagine this for a second. We are the intelligent being Elon Musk scared of AI that he went and built an entire company just to combat this. You guys know that, right?
By the way, Elon is the one who started this, just so you guys know.
No, he pumped money in it and never
He
even started.
pumped in it. He never
Yeah, but
started.
he was
money in
part
it.
of it. He was
But
one of the first investors into it. I was on the board
Yes.
as well.
But he's very careful to state how dangerous it can be if not supervised properly.
That's the thing.
Because
the
as I
dangerous-
said,
the
with
dangerous
the whole
part of it.
danger of the AI, is if you let it loose in the world, it's something that will learn, and it cannot, as he said, is a permanent dictator. It's something that cannot die. So if this thing take over, right, is something that it decides what is
Omnipresent.
wrong or what is right. You get me? So imagine that you have this thing that is learning based off of the actions of human beings and based off all the information data it has gathered from what we have
Can
given
backfire.
it,
Can backfire.
right? It can backfire because then
Yeah.
it's gonna start making its own decision to determine
What is
I
morally
rate this,
right and
what is more, not even morally, because it's not even gonna think of anything morally, it's just gonna act, right? And based on probabilities, this is the best outcome, and hence half of this world have to go. You understand? In order for plants to
AI is
grow
to exist.
and stuff and to exist. You know what?
So
Probably
AI is
we
to
don't
rule
need
the world,
humans
I know.
anymore.
Not only that,
We don't need humans anymore. Let's get rid of the human
humans,
beings and
I've seen the movie.
let nature take over. This
AI
is
take
something
over.
that you have to also think about when you
are
go
you
about
so
saying,
scared
oh wow,
now? Are you so
I'm not
scared?
scary, but it is the truth. It is the truth.
So
And-
you're
and-
saying
and-
that
about computer, and I say
AI is
computer
a plan to
and
take over the
and all
universe.
that. Everybody is computer.
Well, I'm here, Leon. Yes, Leon.
So then it's about computer and we're like in 2000 and mark of the beast and all of these things. Not go so.
But
No,
Leon,
we're
it's
smarter
Leon,
now,
but
Leon. And we're talking about machine learning and learning based on
But
what
Leon,
the information it is
Leon,
given.
But everything
No,
that
stop
happens in
saying
life,
that
hold on,
now.
Leon,
You have
everything that is
untrained
a
model.
Well, on everything that
Okay.
is happening in
Un-
life leads up
Are
to
you,
something.
you
yeah?
said
I
untrained
am
model
saying-
is not something good at the moment. Rory.
Leon, you're talking about when they invent computer, they go take over this and they go this and whatever. But can you not see how a lot of what's happening now can lead to some of what Fabian mentioned earlier? Because we have come a long way in terms of technology, and now to get to where we're at with AI now, AI can now communicate with another AI. Remember that the first problem we identify now, AI communicate with another AI with a
Facebook,
language nobody understands, and nobody understand it.
Right, remember that.
And you have to lock it, yeah, and you have to lock it off. No, that can happen again. Can it not happen again?
That wasn't
Alright,
a bad
hold
thing.
on,
You never know where
hold
it was.
on, hold on. Elon
Leon.
Musk is so scared. Hold on, Elon Musk is so scared of AI, which he said over and over, that he created a company called Neuralink. Most people know, well, I don't know, persons
And
who are
I
not
don't
tech-
trust
Hold on.
Neuralink either.
Me can tell the people them who are going, say
Go on,
people them
yes.
who yes.
He gone.
Right.
Go on.
Because everybody into tech. So persons who not into tech. So you heard about Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla. So he was so scared. Well, he is so scared of AI that he went and they formed a company called Neuralink Corporation. That's Neuralink. And what Neuralink is doing is that what he believes is that they want to upgrade humans to humans 2.0 so that we can combat this AI that's about to come out.
I think in our brain.
Right, so they're implanting
Yes.
things in the brain.
Our brain, yeah.
So
Yes.
end of 2023 was supposed to be the first one on human beings. I think they did a monkey and all of
And
these things.
pigs and things.
Right. And so what you don't know is that this Neuralink, his reason for it is that it can cure many things like we call that thing again when somebody have like Down syndrome and all them
Down
stuff
syndrome,
there.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
can't
people
speak, they can't move.
yeah, people with deficiencies can't speak, can't move, and so it's because part of your brain is dead.
Yeah,
So what happens is that when you quote unquote, which me not gonna do, when you implant this thing in your brain, it will be able to tell your brain how to move your hand, how to do this, and so you can walk again and so forth. It's
Or
crazy.
it acts as the part of the brain that is disabled.
Disabled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing about it, what messed up about Neuralink, which whenever it come out on the run like wow, remember say yes on the year first. They were put on the brain, run. The messed up thing about it is that the Neuralink, the program that they are building, it will be able to write to the brain, and it can read from the brain. That's write and read. So it will read what's in your brain. So what's happening? You can able to communicate to your phone
When you say
Without-
right,
Oh,
it
yeah.
means
So
that
explain.
you
Me so
can
explain.
put information. Can put
Yeah.
new
Let me,
information.
all right,
You can put new information in
we
your
can
brain.
explain.
Yeah.
So all right. So for a good example is if you try to calculate a big maths problem in no time,
Yes,
you'll be
something
able
like
to
that.
do it.
You can do it.
So basically, it will do
So
it.
it's matrix.
And you'll
the
just
matrix.
you'll just reel enough answers where I
You
know
can
the
just
answer to
search
this
the
already.
internet and be
I can
just
search
as
internet just as part.
just
So
So
it's basically
therefore,
like,
he's yes.
So like Googling your brain then.
Yeah, he's more than Google because he's competing against the AI in order so that AIs don't think that we're too dumb to stay
Exactly.
on Earth.
So
Which is what he's
so we
saying.
can keep up with
So
them.
we can keep up with them.
But here's the thing though, guys. See, if the reading part of it is saying that you can control your phone without having to touch your phone. Because remember, so you will touch your phone now to well, you can talk to it. But imagine you can control your phone by using your thoughts because you're reading your thoughts. So you can look it up. So
you get a text message really, and you don't need to look at the phone. You can know what it is.
It can come back to you, right? And so it basically alter your brain waves. And so what it is doing is reading the brain waves, and it wants to write information, right? New information to your brain, which would be part when quote unquote say, it will basically allow people to be functioning normal again if you're born with certain deficiency and so forth. But people, think about this. If we want to put this in the brain, see, I'm picking in my class about she a human 2.0. See? Remember to know if you go to school. Just imagine now.
School, what I need school?
School of madness. You're picking in a class with human 2.0. And I said, Daddy, me can't
Very
beat
good
him.
question, Sharida.
What? But anywho, when you look at it, if them write the program to say, control all of these people, I know it's so like, Rory, you're pushing it. But it's serious. If the program writer say, control these people now and let them go. Poop. The one of them start walking a line. Okay, here we go. You can't help me.
All right. So make we address Sharida because as she said, not a lot of people we have more than out of time. But anyways, Sharida said that a lot of people are as intrigued in IT as we are. So she tried to find out from you, Ryan, how intrigued are you by this whole IT?
Because you're not in IT, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
and also she says her concern is still who is behind all of this because she really don't get it.
Okay.
Who or what is behind it? And then another good question she asks is it AI that control autopilot?
In Tesla.
Right. So for me,
right.
from a business standpoint, I can see where this is beneficial. And quite a few persons made mention of they're having problems in their business and they say, all right, ChatGPT, how can I get past this obstacle? Yeah, from a business standpoint, I am excited for that point, for that side of it. But as it relates to the AI is now going to the part where they become robots and are mainstream and all that stuff. I am not excited about that. In the part where we mentioned about them becoming robocops and all that stuff. I am not. I'm hoping it doesn't get to that stage. You understand?
There's nothing you can do about it.
No, that's as I said before. I'm hoping it doesn't get to that
Ryan,
stage.
you're not gonna dip on the earth.
I'd rather be out of here, bro. Out of here. I don't want
AI, everything will speed up like tenfold. So watch.
Because what with the robot now? The robot have to go make judgment call. They make a judgment and say, okay, then I want to shoot your son. As I say, they make mistake. Somebody say they make mistake. You understand? Shoot my son. No, who don't stand? A robot may have to go sue. Yeah.
Why
no,
not always?
You understand?
You can't disable the man. You don't have to kill him. Just disable the man.
What?
Okay, this is
what? Better about preventative. We're not talk about preventative measures. We not talk about the measures when the incident happened after. You understand?
I would love flying cars actually. I think that soon to exist or already.
No, listen. But hold on, guys. So the AI, right? So when they put it in robots, right?
Yeah.
And this AI understand what we need to do to fight crime. If you say going nice when time you see man free to come out of their house,
you can walk on the road.
You can walk on the road and you just say, how they do riot?
How did Yo, hold on, man. It forgot to curfew. What directives will it have when it go to patrol curfew areas?
It understand.
My problem is
Exactly.
the percentage chance of mistake. That is my thing, you know. It's not 100% perfect.
But humans make more mistake.
But well, I know, no man.
Okay,
I can live with. I can live with. I can
Give me an
live with.
example of a mistake you're thinking about.
Humans them guy aim for shoot. Them think I miss it, brother.
Well, I know, man. No, I am saying when it, for example, no, makes a mistake and shoot my son, all right, and
Why don't shoot your son?
well, I know, man. Well, I know,
Because
man.
it found
it's prone to mistake. It can be
can-
mistake. It's faulty. It has faults. Yeah. Who do I take to court? Who do I take to court?
The company. The company.
Which company?
Right. Here's the thing. This is what I want people to understand. So people look at self-driving cars with Tesla, right? So Tesla has self-driving car. Well, they
do have self-driving cars.
No. They no longer can call it self-driving cars. It went to the court. They won it. They said they stopped calling it self-driving car. So they're not supposed to call it self-driving car, but technically it kind of they give it another name for it, but you're not supposed to call it fully self-driving car. So it technically cannot drive on its own, right? No, here's the thing. People scared of it. People say, oh, what the hell am I doing on car when I have no driver? Elon claims say, people are going to basically use them car as Uber without no driver, just sit down in their house until the car
already exist.
Right, exactly. And then the son go pretty much, the car go pretty much go do the work and come back with the money. See? Now, here's the thing. When you look at it and people scared of it, because say, the car will go drift over a cliff, the car will do that and whatever. And then whenever the car meet an accident, people make a big deal about it. Do you realize that human beings are way more faulty than computers? The amount of accidents, the computer now drink and drive, you know. The computer now go think about in cheating wife and start do foolishness on the road. The computer now go misjudge the speed. The computer now go misjudge the speed of the incoming car. The computer basically go look and understand how it is happening and make more calculated decisions.
I think it's coming from the fact that we can live with most of human beings. When human beings make mistake, we can say, okay, we can blame this person. But when the computer make the mistake, you understand, that is the part where a lot of people can't live with. When we see say Robocop come out and he shoot our innocent son, maybe people can't live with that. You understand?
Yeah.
And that is the part that for me I am worried about. You can't live with a computer make that kind of mistake.
Hear this, Ryan. Hear this. If we have robots being police, and remember, these are not real persons, they are robots. And they
don't need gun.
They might go for gunman. Most likely we don't go give them no gun. Because you could have shoot them up till like kingdom come.
No.
You're not gonna really program them to kill you or kill the bad man. You program them to go catch him and bring him come. So that is what is gonna happen.
If that's the case,
and also Ryan, it save lives because not a policeman now gonna shoot out and losing lives.
So what happened to the police then? What happened to them?
The police
they lose their work.
No, they will still do traffic stuff and so on. But when
we'll need less. We'll need less of them, Rory.
No,
we'll need less.
Correct.
Yeah, new jobs. They go find new jobs.
But when they are going for the bad man, the big Dan, Kingpin, sitting in that place, who control how much thugs, he's not afraid. He not have nothing. He's afraid in him, you know. You know, what God, because Obama said, I'm coming for
free.
Yeah, man. Them have the prom. Nothing wrong with it. I like that. I like the self-driving prom. The self-driving prom. No, I've seen it in action. Yeah. So the person, it help a lot. So the person, say you have more than one child, it help to push when you have one of the child want to be lifted. It will push in front of you. So it uses a radar system that as soon as you're close to it, it will start moving forward. Right? So you don't necessarily hold to it. And if you're going downhill and you happen to let it go, it stops.
That's not self-driving though. So
it drives on its own.
Where I live.
So
self-driving.
You know what I mean?
Where I live.
Oh no, it recognizes when obstacle in front of it. So
no, man, not that.
But I know what you mean.
Where I live, Milton Keynes is a hotbed for new tech. So right now,
yes, it is.
I want some milk or something, and I don't want to go to the shop. I just take up my phone and I just order the milk, and the robot can come give me. Also, starting out this year, we have driverless rentals. So for example, if I want a car to drive to go somewhere, I press a button and the car come to my house. Nobody drive it, come and park. And then me drive it go where I go. And when me done, it drive go back to which part it belongs. You know? And so it is very exciting. You know, in the amount of time I look out there and see the robots, them are delivery. On the morning time, I stop a pedestrian and make robot across the road and I say, yeah, life of make. You understand? Because things are going to become a lot easier. And in my house, in the future, I got robots that can clean. I have to employ one person.
Me can't wait, Panny. Me can't wait, Panny. Me say,
we have robots were clean. Why not buy the sitting where we roll for the floor?
Stop.
And cut the lawn. You have all of them somewhere already? Cut the lawn when it grows.
Hold on. I currently have a robot that cleans. But the robot that I have that cleans only cleans the floor, wipe, and vacuum.
And then I have no sense.
And it has no sense. When you don't clean, it says going back home and you go back to whatever. Right? And it right now it's currently unscheduled. So it cleans Saturday morning.
And you love it, that's true.
Yeah, man, I love it. It really helps. But because I get so lazy, I say, why couldn't you go up on the wall and wipe it down? Because I want him to go wipe down the window. I want him to do that. So my thing is this.
How is it scary, Antoinette? How is it scary?
Scary.
Well,
a lot of people are scared as well.
No, but guess what, guys?
There's some element of fear when we think about this. I don't know about you guys. I mean, there's a slight element.
Of course.
For where it can
go.
You know, and somebody mentioned it earlier, and I always say it again. When these AIs start communicating with each other in some encrypted form, where no human beings can understand, that is problem. And
no, they don't communicate internally. So don't even know them communicate. They say,
no, and even that.
If you take over this place, human beings have become a nine.
Fool them.
Yeah, man.
I mean, them ask me to go for gunman, and them kill.
And then want to shoot up. And all that worry. And they take out the gun out of your waist and put one now. You understand?
But you know what's funny though, Ryan? So imagine now these things start communicating with each other and say, hey, you see them people about tell we say to go for the gunman them corrupt as hell and them are criminal. See? And to calculate and realize, say, you, Mr. Politician, you're all murder right now.
Yeah.
So you see, they go say, yo guys, here we go on. You see them people here, we need to do something about this. We need to turn against them. Because they're not good. See?
Yeah, they're corrupt.
They're not good. See?
Skynet all over again.
But hey, this
so,
is
yeah.
story though. In the code of the robot, you know, it's gonna be coded in a way to say, like, for example, if the person is bad, then basically, yeah, and these AIs will know if some of them police are in a
profile him.
Yeah, and if they're in a drugs or whatever, and start lock up all police officer. So we don't know where you can go, brother. You understand? So we will see.
We say, should we fear it? Not just ChatGPT, but technology on a whole. I will say, no, don't fear it, but be mindful of. Make sure you learn what it is.
What is
right? So that what is really happening.
And those who want it, those who want ChatGPT,
and those who want
people.
it. Yeah.
Who want some people are asking.
I've already added the URL. I don't know if you guys have seen
it.
Put
the link. Those who want to try out ChatGPT,
I put the link
in the chat. Let's take it the link.
And
check it out. We used to live in a hut, you know, and it could have burned down. And them invent iron, metal, where they can use to make like metal. But people take that and turn in a sword and then do a lot of crimes and kill with it. But at the end of the day, metal itself is a good product. You can use it to build a car, you can use it to build a house, all of them something. So everything I got have a disadvantage or a bad aspect to it.
Exactly.
But because knife, and then so for example, knife, you use knife to cook. You have a man who carry it and go stab somebody. Say, yes, you have criminals who try to use these things because me even try to get it to write me a code for bypass certain things and they do it. So, but again, you come back to how people are going to use it. And then I think with the development of this, they're going to put in some fail-safe at points where you will know exactly whether, because if you ask if you do certain things, you have to just be clever. You have to be clever in terms of how you ask it. Because if you say, how do I build a bomb or whatever, you know, say, run a risk tester because now it's going to report you or it's going to tell you no. So, everything it's downfall, but again, you can't knock it or be like, no, you're not going to use it because car kill people, plane kill people, but whatever people go in there, the benefits outweigh the bad. I just think so.
I think so.
Pay less taxes. It might have an answer for you, Sharida. You never know.
Ask it.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
There are legal ways to avoid to pay less taxes.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, I would like the people, everybody here, to check out the ChatGPT, have a feel of it, see what you think about it, because in a sense we're here telling you about it.
And you know have thing. I know persons right friend. Persons who are in the chat right now in different fields. I know persons in HR, I know persons in farming, whatever. You might want to think, how can I be better at my job? There are some things that I need to automate. Because I told ChatGPT to document something to me. Document this. Document steps for this. Do this. And it did it. And so some people use Excel as well. Rather than just cover down the entire Google trying to figure out how to
a formula.
a formula or how to whatever. Just simply tell Excel, say, this GPT said, this is my data and I want to do this. Literally, guys. Some of my things, we didn't even touch certain things on it. But some things that it did for me, I say, yo, this thing can really be a next level personal assistant.
Everybody are walking with Iron Man, Jarvis. Yo, I'm mad thing.
Anthony say iRobot. Yeah, iRobot too. But Skynet was one. You have Skynet, you have another one. You have another movie. I can't remember which one. These movies it's like they predicted what is happening.
What would happen? What was happening in the future?
Yeah.
I think
because it was
movies,
already in the making.
In the making. I thought this something you see in the movie you've never seen.
You talk about cars that will carry you places. You have cars that will pick you up from your home. You see the rectangle looking something where them sit down into, and it move like an elevator and it carry you. Yeah, you don't have to do nothing more than just sitting there and it carry you wherever you want to go. You have Teslas right now that are self-driving in Las Vegas underground at these shows that I'm talking, these internet technology shows that drives you through one tunnel to that location and whatever. We are only getting lazy.
We're getting lazy and lazier because of these.
And we call it efficiency. It is efficiency. But my problem with it is, Badflex, Leon, is back then when we used to have to wait on dial-up, we still had so much time to do so many things. Now, we have all of this efficiency, and yet still, we don't know where the time will go. It's like we still can't complete everything we want to complete in a day.
I won't call it lazy. I will call it efficient. You know why? Because
efficient.
Yeah, I agree with you, Fabian. Right, I debunk with the lazy thing.
Okay.
Right.
Lazy for that too. There's a lazy.
This morning.
You want the machine to go up on your wall and that's what you do.
No, stop. That's not lazy.
What you do?
Hold on. Let me explain what I'm explaining to him. So that's the question. But then, when people usually walk before cars, right? I don't matter lazy. They didn't have any choice. See, they had to do it. Now, when cars come in, they find something else to do. Now, let me show you something. Whenever this thing, perfect example. This morning when ChatGPT was helping me with my work, what it did, it helped me to finish my work quicker. Help me not to waste time on Google going through whatever. And
How much steps him getting today?
And I can do other things. So I'm more
how much
efficient.
steps him getting? How much steps Rory getting today? Seeing
that
it efficiently made his life easier today. How much more steps?
I went to church.
How much more steps do you get?
I went to church. Hallelujah. I went to church because ChatGPT helped me today to finish my task quickly. My wife came and says, "We go to church." I say, "Yeah, man, I have time to go to church because thanks to ChatGPT, I was able to complete my task earlier." All right.
Well,
so guys, yeah.
We will see what the future holds for ChatGPT. But I will suggest, as I said before, everybody here, if you not try it out, the AI, yes. We will see, but everybody here, give it, as I said, give it a shot. See what you think about it. But AI is definitely the future, and we can't sidestep it. We can't dance around it. It is definitely in front of us, and we're gonna be stepping into it soon. So, before we go, people, remember,
hit the like button.
If you never subscribe yet and you just join for the first time, subscribe and share this with somebody. All right, so that somebody else can be here to share with us as well.
Spokesman.
Who that?
With this spokesman. Good name.
Oh, yeah, yeah, man.
Them
ChatGPT, they pay you, man. They pay you.
They pay me to promote it.
Open AI. So see, it's there in the link, people. If it a shot, copy it and try it out and tell me what you think. If you want to share it in the next session, next year, the links what you think about it. We are here and we'll see where this AI thing lead us. All right, people.
Ask ChatGPT if you have the links. If you have the links is good. If it's a ask it. No, he goes no, you have the links. Guess why?
You don't know more yet.
2021. You know about 2021. Yeah.
I don't know it.
But subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe and click the like button.
All right, people.
Until then,
we are out of a blessed week ahead.
Hold on. Grenade,
Yeah.
last week video. Sorry about that. We have some technicalities. It's going to come up soon. So persons who missed last week video, the very interesting video last week. Last week was very interesting. So stay tuned. It will be available next hour or so.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, everybody, take care of yourself.
Everybody, take
Big
care.
up on yourself. We went long over the time, but you don't know it was necessary. Take care of yourself. All right.
I'm going to come up for
Bless up.